Flashback.
But you know my thinking, and I'm going to say it loud and clear on your channel. So the Man United fans on your channel can come for me and say, your Grizzly being salty, this and that. How am I being salty when I'm saying take him, please? I'm saying take him. Please take him. Gak, no. Gak, go. Gak, no. You understand? Not for me, for you, though. Now, I'm gonna go against the Miles, yo. And I'm gonna say, we're in for him.
Okay.
So I think it's Man United's player.
3 weeks later.
I like it. Looks good, right?
Football's a humbler. Football is a humbler.
I don't know why I'm laughing there, but listen.
No, you're laughing because it's funny, innit? It's funny. It's funny.
Big up,
when we see something funny, you laugh. Laugh. Your people are laughing. Everyone's laughing in the chat. It's funny. Gak no. Gak go.
Gak go.
Now I'm saying Gak yo. Now I'm saying Gak yo. What are you telling me?
It's good to be shameless, man. I told you, man. It's good to be shameless sometimes.
What are you telling me, Gak yo? What are you telling me?
You know what, man? Big up my guy, man. Big up my guy Halimi, man. The one that did the edit, man.
Shout. I'm gonna be in touch.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna be in touch.
He's a good editor, man. So make sure people. I'll try put his description in the link soon. But you know what? One thing I want to emphasize though is as much as I'm bantering Grizz, he did tell me the night before that Gakpo was signing for Liverpool. And I remember I texted you back and I said to you, "Nah, man, stop lying to me, man. Stop messing around with me." And then I kind of left it as that and I said, "Leave me alone." I said, Grizz. And then a day later, you know what I mean? Gakpo signed for Liverpool. So you got to give credit to Grizz Khan, you know what I mean? A lot of people say that his horse is a bit dodgy, but listen, he came through at the end, man. But Grizz, you happy, man? You happy? Man like Gakpo is a Liverpool player. And yeah, man, he's here, man. Age of Van Dijk, innit? You got to give it to him, man. Age of Van Dijk. He did his thing, man.
There you go. Look
at that, man.
So you say to me, am I happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Are you asking me about the price? Like, then you're going to ask me, why are you happy now? And why wasn't you happy for Man United? Yeah. So I'm going to explain myself in it, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my explanation or my theory or my thinking is when me and you spoke, I said for Man United, you know what I mean? Remember we were talking 60, 70 million. I said, bro, take him. 60, 70 million is ridiculous. It's ridiculous price run. Yeah. We've managed to sign him for 37 million. It's a mad price, bro. 37 is mad. Bro, take out. Take out. Take out in the chat. But as I messaged you Saturday night, actually, it wasn't Sunday. I messaged you Saturday night. I said,
Saturday night, yeah.
Yo, check this out. We've hijacked your bid. You know, you went, "Oh, get out of here. Shut up." That's what you said to me. We could screenshot our conversation. And I mean, we could screenshot it. And you laughed. You went, "Shut up, man. Get out of here." Monday morning, bro, the news broke. We've hijacked Gakpo. I was shocked. That why are we interested in him? Because I'm being honest, I don't rate him like that. He wouldn't have been my first choice. He wasn't my first choice then. He's not my first choice now. But with our injuries, for 37 million, we can't go wrong in this current market. For someone who's played well at the World Cup, for someone who has got a great goal-scoring record, we can't go wrong. Listen. I don't think he gets into my first team. When everyone's back, I don't think he gets into my first team. For me anyway. So I'm not suddenly saying he's a bad boy, he's ready. Oh, yes. I'm still saying he's not, I don't think he's all that. But yo, who do I support?
Liverpool. Of course you're going to back your guy now.
So he's going to wear my shirt. I don't have to rate him to support him. Do you rate everyone in Man United?
No, not everyone. No.
There you go. So I don't have to rate him. People like, you have to work your head a bit and see where I'm coming from. I have to support him because that's what I do. I'm a supporter of Liverpool. I don't have to rate him. When he proves me wrong and he smashes it up, then football's a humbler. I'm here, and I'm gonna say, yeah, bro, I wasn't familiar with your game. You're a bad boy.
Yeah. You know what? It's crazy. Yeah, I think for me, with the Gakpo, and the reason why I wanted him more so because the manager wanted him, and with what we're doing right now, especially when a manager's new, you believe in what he's doing. Because at the end of the day, you kind of go against him. If it was like a guy who was 2-3 years in his tenure, you could say, I don't want that player. Even the manager likes him. I don't want him. Because at the end of the day, you want to back the manager first, and he has a philosophy, he has an idea. That's why I wanted him. Was he necessarily at the top of my list? No. But I could see where Ten Hag would take him in terms of versatility. He could play across the front three. You know, right now we only have one striker available, so he could probably merge into a striker, which I think Ten Hag has done before with Tadic. Tadic playing in the kind of false nine position. Again, he became a monster. You look at Sebastian Haller. You know, I know he's a striker for West Ham, but his form, he rejuvenated him. And by the way, big up to best wishes to Sebastian Haller. But I feel like for me, he's done that, and I can kind of be confident about that. But Liverpool do what they do best, and their negotiating skills are top tier. You've got to give it to them. They always do it. They always do it, man. And it kind of pissed me off because I was like, damn, man, how quick was that? I know you guys negotiated and whatnot, but the manner in which it was done, it must have surprised you as well, because you're thinking, shit, it's happened. You know what I mean? One night, boom, it's gone.
100%, 100%. And we have been known to do this kind of shit. Like the Diaz, like the Nunez, like the Jota, like now this, we just bang, 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 bang. Within 2-3 days, we're done. Signed on the dotted line. So I like the way we operate like this, man. It's good. But yeah, man, I agree with you, man. Listen, when your manager wants that player, you have to support the manager. You supported Man United. You trust Erik Ten Hag. You have to trust the way he wants to operate, run his team. So therefore, you back the players he wants. It's not about our opinions.
Absolutely.
We're here to just give our opinion, whether we're right or wrong. No one gives a shit. All we can do is give an opinion. Some people will laugh. Some people will take it seriously. And some people will say, okay, that's his opinion. That's it. So at the end of the day, if Jurgen Klopp wants him, as I said with Nunez, what did I say about Nunez? I don't think he's all that. Now people are saying, oh, he's not all that. I said he's not all that, but I said he's going to be effective. He's being effective, but people can also see that he's not all that. Do you get it?
Yeah, not all that. Yeah, in terms of a political
he's not all that, but he's effective. I'm saying, again, for Gakpo, I think he's going to be effective for Liverpool, but I don't rate him that highly. I don't see the drama.
Absolutely. Zemias is saying agrees he should have gone for Felix, who is coming to Arsenal. Listen, we will talk about that one, because Felix has been tossed around everywhere in terms of, you know, Atletico Madrid want to maybe see if they could get a loan move. Maybe if the people want to buy him, he has a certain price. So we will discuss that at the end. But in terms of Liverpool, like I said, it's an option, especially when you need him now. You know what I mean? You don't want to be playing Oxlade-Chamberlain on the left. Now, Gakpo, Nunez, and Salah. You know what it is, yeah? It's not the most technical front three, but in terms of pace, in terms of, what would I say, getting in behind, causing havoc. It's havoc front three. They will cause all sorts of problems. Like I said, they're not most prolific. Gakpo is starting to be more prolific in a sense of his goals in the Dutch league. But it's a league, it's a front three that will cause you problems. So it's options, man, and especially in this top four race, Grizz, man. You had to come in before United, because at the end of the day, if we'd have got him and he pushed us to top four and you missed out, then you would have been saying to yourself, oh, man, we missed out on that player, and that he could have been the difference. You know what I mean?
100%, man. You have to have options, bro. And as soon as Jota and Diaz were ruled out for months, like Diaz was supposed to be back now. Like Jota, we knew he's going to come back February, but Diaz was supposed to be back now. Now he's out for another 2-3 months. We couldn't have just functioned with Nunez, a new striker, still unfulfilled promise. Bobby Firmino, who misses loads of games for injury, and Mohamed Salah. We would have relied on Mohamed Salah only. We can't operate like that for the next 3 months. So we had to make a move. I preferred Mohamed Kudus or Moussa Diaby, or there was another name I would have preferred. I would have preferred Mudryk. Okay. You know, the one that's going, But Arsenal. But the man them that run Liverpool, that know more than me, want and think they can do something with this guy. Fair
Especially
enough,
for the price though as well. 35 million.
37 million is a joke in this day and age. Yes or no? It's a joke in this day and age. So we can't, you know what I mean? People have to realize, like, put some context behind the two deals. When me and you were talking, we were talking 60 million.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Gakpo.
yeah.
I was like, that's wild. I'm
That's
telling
wild,
you.
yeah.
And you asked me, how much would you pay for him? How much do you think he's worth? I said 30, 40. Do you remember? I said
Yeah,
30,
yeah.
40 million.
Yeah, it's true. And like I said, big up to Alan. He says, where does Gakpo fit when everyone is fit? I think again, it just depends on what kind of form he lifts off. By the time Diaz comes in, I suppose. Grizz, I know you said it isn't on top of your list, but if he sets the world alight, then Diaz has to hold bench while
Of course.
Gakpo gets. That's competition, man. I don't know
Bruv.
why we look down on competition.
Bruv, have you
is
forgotten?
not unique.
Have people forgotten Man United, Solskjaer, Sheringham, Cole, York? Do you remember them days?
Yeah,
Carlos Tevez, who else was it? Ranistel Roy.
Yeah.
You had a whole heap of strikers. Every club, you have
Yeah.
four strikers and one goal.
Yeah.
It's the norm. It's the norm. Oh, where's everyone going to fit? That's Klopp's job. Oh, where's everyone going to play? That's Klopp's job. You want to have enough good players, and you know what I mean. Hopefully, he's a good player for us.
Absolutely. Big up to Static. Over 600 of you locked in first 30 minutes. So please, guys, make sure you smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Grizz Khan Football Carnage. And yeah, man, big up to everybody who's sending super chats as well. Tiang Yang says, I'm surprised LFC are not in for Kudus. Well, it's an option because, again, he can play in that central attacking midfielder role. So you never know what happens in that regard. So watch out for that one. AJ said, who are Liverpool saving for the 10 for? 10 for? What do you mean, number 10?
Number 10, because Gakpo was given the 18 shirt. So we've got the 8. Well, we've got the 10 shirt free, and we've got the 8 shirt for Naby Keita at the moment, who's looking likely to leave at the end of the season. So you already know. I think people already know who I think is going to be the 8.
Yeah. People know. A lot of people are asking in the question. But before you say that, big up to Alan here with a super chat. Alan, I'm not going to pronounce the second name because I'm going to butcher that. But big up to Alan.
You're going to mess up. You're going to mess up.
Member. Yeah, becoming a new member of the channel. I appreciate anyone that becomes a new member. If you want to become a new member, press the join button. I know you're going to be discussing Moises Caicedo in deep on your channel, people. Make sure you go check it out. Football Carnage, 8 p.m. But Ben Jacobs, who was on the show last week, people. If you didn't watch the show last week, Ben Jacobs, proper guy, very, very sound. He's just come in and said Moises Caicedo to Chelsea is one to watch. There's a real sense from multiple sources. CFC may move. Graham Potts, when still at Brighton, joked 32 million would only get his boots. Brighton won about 70 to 75 million. Bro, that's mad. And Chelsea again, Enzo Fernandez, then this guy. What are they doing? Did they even have a plan, Chelsea? Like, what are they trying to do, Chelsea?
They may not have a plan, but they got money.
So, they got money, but at the same time, it's just
they got to make moves. They got to make moves. They need players. They're trying to. They know they've got a lot of midfield issues to resolve.
Yeah,
Gallagher's not it.
Gallagher's not it. I know he's not. Yeah.
Kante gets a lot of injuries. Kovacic gets a lot of injuries. Jorginho's not it. So that's 4 players I've mentioned that are unreliable or either injured. Oh, so exactly, there you go. So do you know what I mean? They've got to make moves, and so they're making moves. Fernandez, Bellingham, what's his name, Caicedo. So everyone's making moves for the same players.
And now, you know what, is 70 million plus? Is that the new norm now? Because players now, obviously Gakpo was a one-off, but 60 million plus now, you're not going to get a player cheap anymore now, unless you do proper business, unless you kind of look at it and think, you know what, we're going to do it this way. Chelsea, David honestly has tweeted, Chelsea making positive in talks of a new deal for N'Golo Kante. Not done, but likely the 31-year-old extends amid rival interest. CFC also expect to sign at least one midfielder in January, summer. Fernandez and Bellingham among high options. Again, Fernandez, Bellingham, like, bro, them man are not playing around. This Todd Bowley is a madman. Bro, he's a madman. He's just literally...
Madman with money, though.
Madman with money, yeah, of course. Of course.
You know what I mean? So it's what it is.
But is it him, though? Is it him buying this, or is Graham Potter giving his say? Like, what's the situation, do you think, for you? I'm looking at also thinking, is all down to Todd Bowley and maybe his recruitment team, or is Graham Potter having a say in anything? Like, it's just curious, man. I'm curious.
Bro, if it's not Graham Potter, then it's long, isn't it, for him? If this is all Todd Bowley flexing his muscles everywhere he goes, what can I say? What can I say? It's wild then. If it's wild. But he's got to be working with Graham Potter. It's got to be. You know what I mean? Graham Potter you'd think would have some say, right? You can't be.
I'm not hating
operating on your
people.
own.
I'm not hating. I'm saying. I mean, it's all madness, man. It's playing career mode. It's playing Football Manager at the minute. You know what I mean? It's just like literally
it's not
everywhere.
hate. Yeah, it's not hate. It's not
Not
hate.
hate. I'm just trying to understand where he's coming from. Like again, it's a scattergun approach. It's something that he's trying to look for the best talent. Don't get me wrong, but you know we've seen this all before. Sometimes you have to have the balance, though. You know,
100%. Go on. Sorry,
Yeah.
read the super chat. Read the super chat.
Sule says, Said, we need to focus on rebuilding instead of pushing for Champions League spot. We aren't ready to win it. This is long term. I don't know why our fans are crying. What do you mean, rebuilding instead of pushing for Champions League spot? I don't know. Would you not want to get the best? You know what I mean? I don't understand this, bro. This is long term. I don't know why fans are crying. Now, we need to get Champions League football. We need to get Champions League football. It helps with everything, man. It helps attracting players. It helps with, you know, we want to play in the best competition. So, Sully, I think for me, we've got to aim big, man. We've got to aim big. Number 8 is kept for Bellingham. Yep, there you go then. Bellingham as well is someone that we have to look out for. But like I said, man, even they're getting Badashili as well. You know Badashili? We were linked with him in 2019, Grizz, you know. 2019.
I rate him.
Sorry? You don't rate him? You rate him. Oh, you rate him. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I
Left-sided
don't
player,
want-
innit? Left-sided centre-back, innit?
I don't want them to sign, man. I don't want them to sign him. 100%.
How much are they getting him for, by the way?
Hmm?
How much are they getting him for?
Bro, he's about 40 million? 40 million, something like that?
Million. That's not too bad at all, you know. That's not too bad at all, you know. Again, he is what, 22, 23? You know, people can say,
Very
well,
good player. Very good player.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't want him to. I don't want them to get him. You know, he's very good.
Newcastle are more dangerous with more dollars and better plan. Yeah, listen, Newcastle are not going away, man. Newcastle are not going away. Just want to stick on Chelsea and obviously talk about the. I think unfortunate again, man. Like I said, you know, with Reece James, very, very good player, talented player.
Yeah.
It's always a shame when one of these players get injured again. But Reece James underwent assessment earlier today. Scans confirm a setback with Reece set to be ruled out for a month. You know, is this worrying? If you're a Chelsea fan now, bros, are you worried by the recurring injuries? And, you know, I'm not saying he's injury prone, but these things are becoming a bit of a problem now for Reece James, you know. And this is one of their best players in terms of creativity. You look at them with him and without him, it's a different level, man. And he's out for a month again.
Bro, he's so crucial to them as well. That's the hard bit for these guys, man. It's absolutely, he's so crucial to the way they play. He's literally, we've started hearing people talk about he's their system, right? You know how people talk about, Trent's the system for you guys, or Salah's the system, and Bruno's the system for United, or whatever, and Kevin De Bruyne is the system for Man City. So many Chelsea fans talk about Reece James now in the sense that he's the system, and it's true. When they don't have Reece James, they're a total different team. But unfortunately, he started picking up muscle injuries, man, and they're
muscle injuries, man. He looks a bit. It looks a bit like Wham in here, you know. It looks like very, very. I don't know. I'm not trying to say he's. Look here. Very, very like strong. Look. I don't know. Does he have to become a bit more lean? I don't know what it is. Man.
I don't know what can you say, man? What can we say, man? We're not experts in this field. What can we say? But I hear you. I hear you.
There's something. Maybe a change in the way he trains. Maybe it's, I don't know. You know, is he doing the right rehab? Did he get rushed back in? Because I'm thinking he was meant to be out for a while and then he came back in. He has fixed legs. I don't, like I said, I don't know. Some players get it. I don't know if you've had this before. Grizz was one of your players, recurring injuries. Is he getting rushed back? He needs to cut muscle. Look, you have to find something. And this again, you have to have the right people around you. You know, you have to have the right advice around you. If he has the right advice, maybe he needs to do something. But again, I just looked at him back and I thought, has he been rushed back into this team? Should he have been phased back in? That's all I'm saying for you. But again, like I said, it's a massive, massive blow for Chelsea and whatnot.
It is, man. You know, you do feel for him. He missed the World Cup. You know, that must have been disheartening for him. He's had a stop-start season and now come back. You know what I mean? First game or first trip? No. Did he play? No. Yeah, he started, didn't he? Yeah, he started. And then he broke down again. And now they're saying another few weeks at least. So it is, man. He's you know, he comes across as a decent guy as well. You know what I mean? So you wish him the best, man. You don't wish injury upon a young player, man. You hope that they have a chance to play at the highest level, man. This guy's a good, listen, the guy's a good player. There's no getting away from it. People have to realize and accept he's strong, he's quick, he's powerful. And I mean, and he attacks so well.
I think he's the best right back in the league for me. If I'm
there you
being
go.
honest.
Yeah. Some people will say that. Some people will say that. Some people will say that. Yeah. So it is what it is, man. What can I say?
Package for me is one of the best. Guys, there's nearly 900 of you here, only 168 likes. Guys, come on, man. We got to do better than that. So please make sure you smash a like on the video. Let's talk about João Felix. Obviously, Zayn Miassi put it out there. João Felix is on the market in January, and it's tempting a lot of football clubs. David Ornstein came out yesterday and said, watch out for this space. Arsenal potentially in for him. Obviously, United we only have loan players. We can only go for loan players. We don't have money, and it's January. Where do you see João Felix going? Or do you actually see him staying? Or where does he think he suits better? United, Arsenal, or Chelsea?
João Felix is, for me, probably the hottest property on the market. Like, we know that's available for a transfer. Like the other ones, you have to prize away. All the other players that we know about, you have to make a bid. You have to agree to sell. The player has to come. This one, we know Atletico Madrid and Felix have to part ways. They know. They want to give him out on loan. They're saying pay all his wages, which are hella high. That's the problem. So then, and now João Felix, this is without doubt the toughest decision of his life. He's already messed up one decision, right? By going to Atletico. Now he has to make the right.
Do you see United in a different position now? When you know, put aside how bad we've been for a while, look at what we've done under Ten Hag. Look at the way that he's transforming his team. One loss in 14 games. The guy is very, very tactically clued on. Man United, let's talk about Man United. Would they need a player like this? Because he could give you the X factor that we probably are lacking.
The only thing I would say about Man United and Felix is, again, I've told you this before, I think you've got too many of those floaty 10s, man. Like Bruno, Sancho, what's his name? Ericsson.
Yeah.
You know,
he can play behind the striker though, as a second striker. You know, you get these kind of guys.
But you haven't got a main striker. Unless Martial, look, if you're telling me he's going to play Martial and Felix through the middle and Rashford and
Rashford and Sancho become strikers. They tuck in. When they're wide, they go in. So Rashford. Then you have more options. Yeah, Rashford included. He then becomes a second striker. Then the midfielder that's playing on the side then becomes a left winger. So
if you tell me Felix would play behind Martial, I would say that works. Yeah. If you're telling me you're going to use Felix as a false 9, the way you guys play,
false 9 striker, second striker.
I don't think that would work for me. Felix.
So where would he fit in Arsenal? Okay, let's talk Arsenal. Where would he fit in Arsenal?
Arsenal, I think Arsenal need a squad because they haven't got.
We need a
depth.
squad.
They haven't got. Yeah, you do. But your profile of player is different. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Arsenal, this guy would be like you can't play. At the end of the day, you can't play Martinelli every game. Martinelli is a kid. You can't play him every single game. Felix and Martinelli as options would be serious. That'd be anything. That'd be something like best in Europe options, man. Martinelli and Felix. Imagine a rotation possible. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I think
especially when you go for a title as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and the brand of football they play would suit 100%. It would suit Arsenal more, in my opinion. But many big clubs are going to be in. Many big clubs, man. Bro, this is D'Angelo Williams. Grizz hasn't watched Felix because the false 9 is the position he plays for Atletico Madrid. Go and check his figures out at Atletico Madrid. Ask me the reason why he's leaving Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. That's why. Because he's playing as a false 9 and he's been ineffective completely. Please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do better in it before
when he floats around the front three. He then takes different positions. Look at where he played against Portugal. One of the goals against Switzerland, he got the ball and drived it forward and then started the attack. So again, he could play off the wings. Like I said, we don't know what's going on with Sancho. You know what I mean? That's a precarious situation right now. You know what I mean? So we then have Garnacho again. He's young and he's raw. We don't want to rush him into it. You know what I mean? We want to make sure he eases into life at Old Trafford. But like I said, it's one of them. I think for me, you have to just keep your eye on. Before I bring in Chelsea, thoughts on Scalvini, Atalanta, and Andre Silva, Benfica. I know the Silva kid's only 21 from Benfica. Yeah, I don't know this Scalvini though. Scalvini,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't
I'm
know
not heard of him.
nothing about Scalvini, but the other one, Silva. Yeah, he's serious.
Yeah, and also the Arsenal are in for Mudryk as well. Mudryk. Listen, if they get Mudryk, that's a proper deal because I think he's a good player. But if they get Mudryk, do they then go for Felix as well? Felix as well.
This is the thing, innit? This is the thing.
Mm.
That'd be wild. But if I'm an Arsenal fan, you'd be excited, right?
Yeah.
You'd be excited. If you're going for Felix and you're going for Mudryk, bro, you're serious. Arsenal are becoming serious. Even though we know that they need a DM because they're still relying on Partey.
That's an option that they've not really explored, you know. But again, in football now, many DMs now are becoming luxury items now. You know what I mean? So there's not many around, and especially in the position that he wants as well. You got Tielemans who's available as well. He could play in that 8 role that Arsenal might want as well because, like I said, they can't be playing Xhaka and Partey every single game. You know that. And El Neni is not really good enough.
This is the problem.
Vieira is at 8, so they need midfielders. So they're saying Savage is what they want. Yeah, could do.
Again, is he that type of player they need? Again, he's at 8. They need a sitter. They need a destroyer. Savage is a creator. Savage. They're playing Xhaka in that role, who's getting into the box a lot. Do you understand? Odegaard's attacking number 8. You know what I mean? They sometimes they even play Zinchenko there. They need more of a Partey replacement.
Yep.
That young, what's his name? That young Lakonga they got.
Lakonga, yeah, but he's not really hit the heights of Lakonga.
He's not that, man. He's not that.
Nice, you know what I mean? I think he's one for the future. But then again, I heard he's 22, so you know he needs to, you know what I mean? He needs to get straight in there for me, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, they're 22 and they're balling out. So you know what I mean? They need a Sangare again, PSV player, I think he is.
Yeah, that would suit them. You know, that's what I'm saying.
So there, like I said, it just depends on what they want. And like I said, Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez. You guys link with him, or are you guys not feeling it? Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, from what I know, we were interested in him, but we're not ready to pay that kind of money that they want. They want 100 million for him, straight up.
100 million. Imagine that in January, like paying that astronomical fee in January, because they know then in the summer there's going to be a bidding war happening. You never know. Real Madrid could come in for him. You know, see, Man United might come in for him if they have new owners. So now they're thinking to themselves, you know what? This is the best time to go and get him. And Chelsea now are trying to maybe look at that market thing. If they let go of Jorginho to Newcastle, then they might look at Enzo Fernandez. You know?
Yeah, they will. I think they will. I think that's a much more realistic one for Chelsea. I can see Enzo ending up at Chelsea. I'm not going to lie. It is something they need. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he'd be far better than Jorginho. Far.
Benfica, yeah. When you look at world football, are they the best at selling players? I know it's a kind of a weird tag to give them, yeah. But in terms of, you know, buying players from South America and then getting them on a cheap and then selling them on, are these the guys the best at doing it, or do you think there's better?
Nah, they're one of the best, isn't it? All Portuguese clubs, man. Porto, Benfica, Sporting Lisbon. You look at their
How do they do it, though? I don't understand that. We need to know what they're doing.
I don't know what they do, man. If I knew, I'd be an agent, innit, football agent, and go out there and get some of that pie, man. Come on, we need to eat
Dortmund
as well.
Dortmund.
But these guys do the first step, and then they go to the clubs like Dortmund. So Benfica, Sporting Lisbon, these guys buy for like under 10 million. Maximum they spend is 10 million, under 10 million, and then they're looking to sell for like 60, 70 million every time. That's mad. Yeah. Absolutely mad.
Remember, Ralph Rangnick wanted him as well at United for 10 million. He wanted Alvarez as well. Again, it's crazy the market and what's going on right now.
It is, man. It's a silly season, isn't it? It's starting now, isn't it? There's going to be so many agents playing games, putting stuff out there in the media.
Well, if you were to say the ones to watch out for in the January transfer window in terms of signings, who would you say be the ones to watch out for in the January transfer window? Like
I think Chelsea need to do something. Chelsea, You know what I mean? They do need to do something. We know Arsenal need to do something. So it's the London clubs.
Yeah, it's a London. I think United need a striker, obviously. But I think
Yes,
for me, this
Spurs,
is the craziest transfer window in January that we might see.
Conte making 100%. Conte making noise. He wants people.
Conte, what does he want though, man?
Bro,
Get
he wants
Amrabat,
people.
maybe.
Bro, he wants
What's
people.
Conte want? What's the con? If you look at the market right now, he did have a good January last January in terms of buying Pentagon, Kulusevski. But who do they get? Because I'm looking at them. I think they need a centre back. They need a centre back. I think they need a left back. I don't think
Chelsea, Spurs. Spurs.
Perisic, okay, they brought him in, but again,
they definitely need
right back.
They definitely need a centre back. They definitely need a right wing back. And I don't know. Would you say they need another attacker? Richarlison's out for a long time, yeah?
No. They need a Shento. They need a number 10. They need a number 10.
But he doesn't play with a number 10. Yeah, but he doesn't play with a number 10. That's the problem, isn't it?
He plays 3 in midfield or he plays 2. Depends which one
he plays 2 in it, and then he plays kind of 3 up front, innit?
Tottenham are after Skriniar. Skriniar would be a good signing. Proper defender. But again, it's difficult because this guy don't like. He don't like to buy attackers, innit? This is the problem. They don't like to buy attackers. You know what I mean?
He doesn't. No, he don't mind playing. He don't mind buying them, but he doesn't play them. He doesn't like.
And then also, Son is not really in the best of kind of form as well. Yeah, so they're relying heavily on Harry Kane, man. Heavily, man.
Harry Kane is looking obviously still a bit down from the World Cup, innit? But Kulusevski, bro.
What a player, man. You don't rate him?
Baller. Come on.
Baller, yeah.
Strong, left foot, shot, brave, engine on him. Bro, man, he looks up.
Yeah, him and Harry Kane, like I said, are the standout players. Obviously, Bentancur will be back as well. You know what I mean? So Habe saying Son might be finished.
Nah, it's too premature to say to all these players.
Too premature, but I can't lie to you. His game now has, I don't know, he hasn't got that explosiveness. He's always been a final third player in terms of in around the edge of the box, bang, shoot. Like, you know, he'd go on the left wing, cut you in, bang, shoot. But in terms of now, when he's in the center of the box and he's the center of the kind of halfway line, he can't drive with it anymore. He's lost that little bit of yard of pace, you know. And obviously the confidence now is, for me, I just don't see it anymore, you know. So someone says Son needs that move. Yeah, that's true. We are going to talk about the league as well. It's been a crazy start to the life, you know. What did you make of it, man? Obviously, you guys won as well. Lots of goals. You know, teams didn't know how to defend. But
yeah, a lot of chances, a lot of goals. We saw goals in the Leeds, Man City game, your game. Everyone. It looked like every game you watched, there was no like tactical type games. It was like a basketball games everywhere.
Yeah.
Not much defense. Even in our game, we won 3-1, but it could have been 6-2.
Yeah, it could have been.
You know,
they played a high line, man. They were disgraceful in their high line, man. Absolutely 100%. Disgraceful, man. But this is the league, man. Arsenal are top of the league still. They still keep the momentum. You got to give it to them, man. Grizz, I'm praying on, like, you know what I need to stop doing, man? I need to stop going in Prem's chat and all these Arsenal fans and giving it them when they're 1-0 down, because it's not working, Grizz, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking that it's a banter era still there, but
life's changed. No, life's changed. Remember, like we have to be real. Life's changed.
We have to give it them. Is that what you're trying to say? We have to give it
life's changed. Life's changed. Come on, they're serious now. They're a serious club, and they try and the moves they're trying to make in the market emphasizes that.
Yeah, man. And obviously, Man City, they won yesterday. They're still in around there. I mean, Haaland was ridiculous again. Newcastle, man. Listen, I brought them on the Best of Rest show, by the way. Big up to Matty, yeah. I decided to bring them on, man. I said, yo, man, nobody's giving Newcastle, you know what I mean, their flowers, man. So I said, you know what? Newcastle, you're joining the Best of Rest show. Matty, welcome. And these guys dismantled Leicester. They dismantled them. They didn't even, bro, they were 3-0 up after what? 13 minutes or something like that? What was it?
Yeah, bro, they're serious. They're powerful. They're a serious, powerful outfit. People need to start recognizing.
Yeah.
Let's not forget they were without St. Maximum. They were without their new signing Isaac. They were without Callum Wilson, bro. And they still run up Leicester and put them away nicely.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Listen,
Eddie Howe, my guy, bro. I told you, Eddie Howe.
you did. Yeah. But to be fair, I've always rated Eddie Howe as well. I've never ever. Remember when I said to Toby, go and get Eddie Howe. I remember on the Big Six we were saying, and he was like, Eddie Howe, man, no, man.
Yeah.
It's not Tottenham level, man. It's not Tottenham level.
That's
Don't
what
get
I'm
me
saying.
wrong. You can go and get Conte, but do you reckon Eddie Howe? Listen, I'm not saying over the long run, but imagine Eddie Howe at Tottenham in the long run in terms of what they would need, rather than maybe a short-term fix in Conte. But again, maybe certain club managers deserve certain clubs, and I think Eddie Howe at Newcastle, it makes sense. So put some respect on Eddie Howe, man. Yeah, man. Esther, put some respect on him, man. Khalid, we did speak about it, but what we're gonna do is, if you want to check out Grizz Khan, he's gonna explain everything on there. So make sure you go check him out at 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
8
right?
p.m. we're doing a show, man. Football Carnage.
There you
You
go,
already
people.
know.
So make sure you go check it out. But they're in there, man. Are they gonna fall away, or do you think they're gonna? Because they got Arsenal coming up. They got maybe a couple of tough games coming up. Do you reckon?
They got Brighton.
Brighton.
They got next 4 games. They got Brighton, Newcastle away. Bring that up, Z Gold.
But that's Arsenal's fixtures.
That's what you're. Oh, you're talking about Newcastle's fixtures. Sorry.
Newcastle, yeah. If people can put the Newcastle fixtures in the chat, let us know, people. But yeah, man, listen, look at that, bro. Last 5 games, 5 wins.
Shit.
They're 10 wins on the bounce in all competition, I believe.
No way.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure Newcastle have won like 10 in a row. Something like that, anyway.
That's big.
Look here. They've played 16 games, won 9, drawn 6. And you know that game that they lost there, Grizz? I don't think they should have lost that game. And who was it against, Grizz? Do you know?
Yes, I've seen it, brother.
Yes. When you
last
guys had
last second kick
last
of the game,
second.
bro.
They should have got a draw that game. So in reality,
I agree.
That loss, I can't lie, man. It's a bit of a mad one. And
that was the Anfield heritage coming through in the
Anfield
last
heritage. There you go, then, innit? You know what I mean?
Newcastle have been solid.
They've got Leeds, Arsenal, then Leicester. Bro, they can beat Leeds. Leeds are rubbish yesterday.
Nah, rubbish.
Arsenal, Leicester. So sorry, Arsenal, then Leeds. No, Leeds. Yeah, you got Leeds and then Arsenal. Okay, cool. You got that mixed up, bro. Yeah, there you go. Leeds, Arsenal, Fulham, Crystal Palace. Again, Fulham beatable. Crystal Palace beatable. You know what I mean? That man will finish with 9 men the other night. Then you've got Tottenham, who are close behind Man United there. Grizz, we're behind them. 1 point with a game in hand. United, man, listen, we're quietly doing our thing, you know. 1 loss in the last dozen games. United need a bit more respect, man. I think for me, Ten Hag's done an amazing job. If you look at the first 2 games,
you 100% do deserve more respect, 100%. But was you satisfied with the performances and everything around Nottingham Forest?
I don't think Nottingham Forest did anything. They were poor. You know, we'll talk about the relegation. Nottingham Forest are poor. When you're disappointed about a team, but you want your team to win, but you're disappointed in the way they're just playing. They didn't play with any fight. They didn't play with any like they didn't have a style of play. I don't know what they were doing. They were awful, man. Nottingham Forest. Yeah, 1 loss in 14, man. 1 loss in 4 teams. And that loss came against Good Evening. And that Good Evening was manager. You know when they say manager bounce, Chris? When the first game bounce and that. That's what they did to us, man. And we have got a tough game on Saturday, by the way, against Wolves, which we will discuss.
We'll discuss that.
But you know what it is, though? They play. We never ever have an easy game against Wolves away. It's always a 1-0, a 1-1, a 2-1, a last-minute winner. We never have an easy game, man. You know, guys, come on, man. What is this?
They can't.
1.1K, and there's only 260 likes. Guys, don't be allergic to the like button. It helps the algorithm. All you got to do here is the bottom of your screen. There's a thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. It pushes the algorithm. So then channels like this and shows like this can bump up the algorithm, and like I said, people can see this show, man. So big up to everybody who's here. And then so we've discussed that. Liverpool, obviously, they're 6th in the league, 5 points. Obviously, you were a bit distraught.
But no, we're not. Look, 3 wins in a row, right? Look at our form. 3 wins in a row.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Yeah. I think it's not Chelsea. I don't know, man. I don't think they're in and around there. I think for me,
No.
there's too much.
No. Come on, Chelsea gonna
If
come
they
good
buy
as well.
signings, then yeah, but I just don't see them getting the consistency. Like, look at that. 5 games, 3 losses in a row, and then a draw. Okay, they beat Bournemouth, but come on, man.
Yeah, they went. Yeah,
They beat
exactly.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth for Port. But they look a little better. They looked a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, let's look at the middle 3. Fulham, they won. Again, I expected them to be in around there. I said they're not going to get relegated. People laughed at me. Brentford, if he get Ivan Toney, if he gets suspended, yeah, is Brentford one to watch out for? Or do you think Thomas Frank has still got a good spine in what he does? Because if they lose Ivan Toney,
yeah, that's difficult, isn't it, bro? Come on, that's difficult.
Very difficult. You're not underestimating this, man. You're underestimating it. It's very difficult.
Yeah. The Brentford, Ivan Toney, yeah, man. Come on, he's their main head. He's their main point of attack, target man, brings everyone else. The coldest penalty taker in the world, yes or no?
Easy, yeah. He's clear, man.
No, he's clear. He's clear.
Yeah,
When he takes a penalty, you get a penalty, Ivan Toney, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
So yeah,
so
man.
Again,
If he gets injured, it's peak for them, man. That's the problem.
Peak.
And he will. It's looking like a long ban for him, man. Come on.
Yeah. Crystal Palace. I mean, weird game. They capitulated. They don't have the greatest depth.
They're so weird.
They're so weird, isn't it? They'll play good and then they'll play rubbish. What's wrong with Crystal Palace? They're very up and down, you know. They're very up and down. Again,
I don't understand Palace at all. Yeah.
They lost 2 players, man. They've lost Mitchell and they've lost, I think, someone else, Tompkins, through that. Fulham dismantled them easily. Very, very easily. Crystal Palace. Aston Villa. Listen, I think for me, what do they lack for you? Because I look at their team here and I think talented players, but apart from Bailey, they don't have wingers, do they? They don't play with natural wingers. They play a narrow system.
Benduya's not flattered to deceive.
Flattered to deceive. Very, very much.
You know, Coutinho, I could have told everyone, even Liverpool fans were like, "Oh, Coutinho, we need to bring him back." I was like, "Come on, he's dead. He's finished. He's dead food." And look, what's he done? A couple of bits here and there. He's finished. Tyrone Mings at the back. Like, where are you going with Tyrone Mings? That's the first.
Yeah, man.
No, seriously.
Not even Konsa, though. Konsa is overrated, man. How do people rate Konsa, man? I don't rate him at all.
Massively overrated.
Massively overrated, man. People talk about him for England and that, man.
Bro, and Mustafa saying something in the chat, and that Kamara hype was too much.
No. I rate Kamara. I think he had a low key, all right game. Now, listen, please do not slander Kamara, man. I think he's a good player.
I don't rate him like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Leon Bailey looked good. Watkins always got something for you. Watkins is, he's always trying.
So bad at finishing. I'm not gonna say he's Nunes here, but
I know what you mean. No. It's there. Listen, the comparison is there, bro. The comparison is there.
They're getting stretching, but their finishing is flatters to deceive. Leon Bailey as well, another one that. Listen, man, he's all right, but I just don't. Again, he's not consistent enough, man. Leon Bailey. Bailey's
not consistent enough.
Nah, man. For the hype, when I see about Bayer Leverkusen to what he is now, I'm not sure about Leon Bailey, man. But again, Unai Emery, I said it for me. We said it on the Rivals Talk. I'm not sure if he'll succeed at Aston Villa, only because they'll get bored of the pragmatic style. They will, and then they'll be like, "Oh, what's going on here? We're conceding goals," and then you're saying to yourself, "But he needs his players in. He needs what he wants in." So we'll see. You have to give him time. But ultimately, I'm not sure about that one. Leeds United, I think, they'll be in around there, but again, they're flirting around there. Leicester City, no natural goal scorer, Leicester City. Vardy is not that guy anymore. He's coming off the bench. Patson Dako, don't rate him. Iheanacho, don't rate him. They don't have any natural scorers apart from Vardy scoring their goals for Leicester.
Do you know what? It's a weird one, Leicester, man. They've got players. See, I would talk about the back. You've talked about the front, yeah? I rate Harvey Barnes, for example, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think Daka's bad. I don't rate Iheanacho, but I don't think Daka's
Daka's got a few goals. I think, is he someone that you can rely on, though?
Daka. They got Maddison. I know he's injured. They got Madison. They got Tielemans in midfield. Indeed, he's the one that's fallen off a cliff.
Falling off, man. He's probably the biggest fall off. I don't know. I don't know, mate. Listen, we were talking about one of the best DMs in the Premier League at one point. Ndidi. You know, just before lockdown, we were thinking, wow, who's gonna get this guy Ndidi? Massive fall off.
That's what I'm saying. Massive. Listen, I'm telling you, man. I thought at one stage, he's one of the best DMs in the Premier League, man. He had everything. Okay, not the greatest passer of the ball, not greatest technically player, but energy, tackling, interceptions. Oof. What's happened to him?
Absolutely, bro. What about this one here? Bournemouth. Again.
What do you want me to say, man? Like, where they going?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I think for me, if they just survive, it's gonna be
massive. If they just survive, that's huge for them, bro. Come on.
4 losses in a 5 when they had a decent little bit of, you know, resurgence. Leeds as well. Again, listen, man. They I don't know. Even the goals, where you know they had that kid scoring a lot of goals. You know, is Mama still injured again? That striker.
Yeah, Bamford's injured, man.
Again, where the goals coming from? They had that kid scoring all the time. Rodrigo, you know, he had some early season form. You know, again, listen, I just think maybe the energy and the enthusiasm from the manager might keep man, because he's a guy who is very, very energetic, you know, takes a lot of pride in what he does. But listen, here we need to talk about West Ham, man. West Ham, mate. Oh my God. I was angry at their performance, you know, the other night. Angry. Their goal came out of nothing, a penalty. They, for me, are Moisey. Another manager, I think, for me, Sam Allardyce, all these managers, for me, they've got to go, man. It's a new age of football now, Grizz, man. And I'm sorry, David Moyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talk sport pundit. I don't know, man. No disrespect, man. Do something down there. Because, again, what type of manager is he?
Yeah, listen, like someone said to me, like someone done a really funny tweet, man. I'm sorry I can't shout you, but someone said giving David Moyes Lucas Paqueta is like it's like giving my grandmother an iPhone X or something, man. He goes, what's she gonna do with the latest iPhone, man? Come on,
yeah, true.
You know what I mean? True. It's like we saying, man, like David Moyes, he's done a good job.
He's done a good job. There's a ceiling.
But there's a ceiling
now. When you get better players, you have to demand more. When you get Skamaka, when you get these kind of guys, he keeps playing that Suchek, by the way, that I used to rate, but I don't rate him anymore. He's
never
terrible.
rated him. Listen, never rated him.
Declan Rice, you know. Has Declan Rice checked out? Because I looked at him in the Arsenal game. He was getting beat 50-50. Then like, he looked a bit like, has he checked out, Declan Rice?
That's a debate. It's a debate.
And David Moyes not selling him in January.
No, not in January, but end of the thing. End of the
Zigo saying that's ungrateful to Moyes. No, what I'm trying to say to you is there's a ceiling. Once you hit that ceiling now, that's it. You've got to make a decision now. Get a better manager who can get the better out of these players. Listen, they're in trouble, man. And like I said, Skamaka's not coming back. 4 losses in the last 5. 4 losses in the last 5. That's relegation form. Everton as well. I think they were unfortunate against Wolves. I think for me, they were a better team.
I didn't see that, you know. Do you think?
I watched the game, bro. I watched the full game, man. I was watching
you're on this year? You're on this year?
No, I was watching the second half because what happened on the second half here was every single team was getting beat by 3-0. Leicester was getting beat 3-0.
This was only close game.
So this was the only game that was competitive. So I watched the full second half, and Everton were more, what I say, superior team without creating clear-cut chances. And then I've seen that clip here of that Scouser going mad on Space. I don't know if you've seen that clip here.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that's too funny. Yeah.
Calvin Lewin is not available. What's happened?
Yeah,
Benfica statement. Enzo Fernandez. We insist that our intention is to keep Enzo until the end of the season. Benfica clarify our president, Rio Costa, never spoken to the zone about situation of Enzo Fernandez. Oh, they're saying not for sale in January. You know, so they're feeling the heat. But yeah, so what are you saying then, Everton? They don't have a striker, bro. They don't have a striker. They do have that guy, Brighton guy, but Mope isn't good enough, man.
Yeah, overall they'll be okay in it. Overall they'll be okay.
You think so?
Just only because the state of Southampton, Forest. Come on, man. You know what I mean? They're better than them lot.
Yeah.
Who's above them? Just go up a little bit. Who's just above Everton?
Just above them is West Ham. Look at that!
yeah,
Look at
West
that!
Ham.
Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! From the
Bournemouth's
from
going to come down.
14th,
Bournemouth's
14th to 13th.
It's going to be
18th.
for me. For me, it's going to be Southampton, Forest, and Bournemouth.
Southampton, Forest, and Bournemouth. Let's talk about Wolves before we talk about obviously big win for them, last minute winner. They're playing us, which is going to be a tough game because I just feel like for me they've built a little bit of momentum now. That was a huge victory for them. You know, first game at home, it'll be rocking. Wolves shouldn't be here. When you look at the squad and you look how talented it is, very, very good individuals. They just need to be a team now, and then they can climb up the table because they're very talented, man. But let's see the last two, man. Bro, I think Nottingham Forest, they're getting relegated, man. I'm sorry, man. They are awful.
I can't see anything else, bro. Can you? I can't really see anything else.
Yeah.
They have
them Southampton. Southampton, oh my days. Young team. I think for me, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing if Southampton get relegated because they're equipped next season with their young players and the guys who've got on loan.
Yeah, but they can't, man. But that's a lot of money, man. You can't say they don't mind getting down. They
I'm not saying. I don't think it'll be. Yeah, that's true. You know, because when you go back down, it's difficult to get back up. You know, look at all these teams: Stoke, Middlesbrough, all these teams that you thought were going to come back up in the league. Where are they now?
Where are they now, bro? It's not.
It
ain't easy. It ain't easy,
man. Championship's the most difficult league in the world, man.
It ain't easy, bro.
For the fourth, they came back up. They obviously got relegated last season, so it's difficult, man. You have to.
I don't rate their manager, man. I don't rate that. That's a weird signing, man. That's a weird print. Yeah, that's a weird one, bro. I don't get that. Like normally they recruit quite well on and off the pitch, right? This is the first time. I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's ready.
You know what it is? It's going to be an interesting battle because, like I said, when you look at the Premier League table, it's difficult because if you look at the fixtures this weekend, just a quick run of the fixtures before we wrap up. It's interesting, man. Like I said, you know, West Ham need to get a result tomorrow against Brentford at home.
It's tomorrow, win it. Games are tomorrow. We got to do our FPL. You don't play FPL, but people in the FPL.
I'm done, man. I think maybe 300 or something in my league.
You're mashed, man. You're mashed. You don't know this game, man. You don't know this.
I don't know this game, man. I'll be honest with you. This game is not for me, man.
Yeah.
West Ham bought Brentford. Big. West Ham need a result there.
They need a win. They need a win, not a result. They need a win, bro. They
need a win. They need to win that game. Obviously, you'll be covering that on your preview, but Liverpool, Leicester, always a high-scoring game, these kind of games, you know, these Liverpool, Leicester at home.
I know, man.
It's always high-scoring.
But I don't want to say nothing, man. I just want to wrap it up.
There you go. 12:30, obviously, for us, difficult game. Bournemouth, Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace need to get something from there, surely. Fulham, Southampton. Southampton need to get a result, man. It's a winnable game, but if they lose that game, it just kind of knocks the confidence again.
Those first two games are dead. Then it gets a little bit now. What Everton I'll put, man. Man City,
listen, this could be a 5-0. I'm not gonna lie to you. I shouldn't really give you predictions, man, because like I said, I'm for.
Don't talk about that shit, man. Fuck that.
Yeah. Newcastle, Leeds. Expect Newcastle to win that game. This is where it gets a banana skin one here. Brighton first, Newcastle. This is a banana.
That's a tasty game.
Come on, man, Brighton. But then again, Brighton, they might get some top four race, you know what I mean? They're in around us, you know what I mean? But listen, Arsenal, if they win this game, Arsenal, then surely we have to hear more from Turkish, and he has to believe, man. Because if they go top of the league, you know, the stats say that when you're top of the league, you don't lose it. You know what I mean? So, and obviously Spurs versus Villa. Again, you know what I mean? That's a banana skin game. You never know, man. Spurs, man. And then Forest versus Chelsea.
Chelsea. I know we lost there, but come on, it was like an anomaly. Is there games on Monday as well for the same?
Monday, for you guys. It's ridiculous, man. It's
no rest, man. How are we playing?
No rest. I told you, man.
Why are we playing the earliest again? Like, what is this, man?
Yeah, I think we're playing on the third. What's the third?
It's mad.
or third on Tuesday playing Bournemouth at home. We've got some winnable fixtures, you know. To believe, man. If we can believe, yeah, we can believe. You know what I'm saying? We can believe, man. We just need Tottenham to crumble, and then we're in the top 4. We win, and Tottenham get a draw. We're 4th, locked in. Then we've got Bournemouth. Then we've got Man City. Bring on Man City at home, and then we've got Arsenal away, and we beat Arsenal this season already. We're the only
You
team
got a nice little form. You're in a nice little form, but there's some serious.
But always football humbler, innit?
Bro,
Football is always
serious,
humbler, innit?
But this could bring the best out of you.
Yeah.
If you don't
100%,
continue
man.
on this, you don't continue this form, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be serious. Why is my Siri starting, man? Why does my Siri just start? Can you hear me?
You're serious?
Yeah, it's just saying on my backbook, man. It's mad, man.
Yo,
you
I
laughing.
don't know what you're doing, man.
You laughing.
Versus Arsenal. Oh man.
Oh,
McAllister coming back, surely. McAllister should be coming back.
good point.
Man, come on, man. People, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man. Listen, we're gonna wrap it up here. 1.2k in the building, man. Grizz, man. Rivals Talk is back, man. They're loving it, man. So
Come on.
I appreciate the support, man. You get me? Like, we're back. Premier League football is back. We hope to get at least 800 likes. That would be a good target to get 800 likes. So please, kindly, as Esther says, hit the like button. And yeah, Big Six tonight, 10 p.m. innit? 10 p.m.
Yeah, 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Yeah. So listen,
Carnage before that, football carnage before that. 8
But there you
p.m.
go, there you go. Let them know, man.
You already know. Well, I don't know if you know actually, because it's good. So it reminded me, it's not Grizz Khan TV anymore. It's Football Carnage. Come on, Football Carnage.
What do you say? If you get to know, or you know?
Yeah. If you understand, you better be understanding.
There you go, people. Listen, we're out, people. Take care. Have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.